All right, who wants to do it?
But what do you mean, who wants to do it? You do it every time.
Welcome everyone to the main broadcast. I am your host, Alex Rogers, and I am with my co-hosts, Adam, Peter, and Dan. Welcome everyone. It's been 2 weeks. We survived the second round of sickness, the plague. Well, Adam did at least. Adam, how you feeling?
Dandy.
What do you mean? He said he was just on holiday.
Yeah. What do you mean? That was fine. There was no illness. I was just on vacation.
When did you eventually shake it off?
What day are we on today? Sunday?
Yeah.
Thursday?
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, we're on Thursday.
Yeah, that was a while.
Yeah, I had to get on a plane.
Did you have to do the whole, I'm fine, guys, I'm fine?
Do the whole weekend at Bernie's.
Getting on the airplane, I just did like the sup head nod. I didn't actually say any word.
Ah, smart.
Yeah.
That's really clever. What did you say when they asked if you wanted peanuts?
I said, no peanuts.
You shake your head again.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Well, I mean, I was going to save this for later in the podcast, but we're talking about it now. I wanted to talk about plane etiquette and the rules of society as we know it when it comes to airplanes. Now, I'm not saying anyone here needs a refresher on airplane etiquette, but I feel like the world in general, like it's a good lesson to be reinstated.
That people should buy 2 seats?
Well, that's a good idea, but no, that's not the issue I had. So I go to get on the airplane. I don't like to line up. Want to get on the plane straight away. It doesn't bother me when I get on the plane. We're all going to get where we need to go at the same time. So I normally hang back, which I did this time, and I was in seat 15D. Now, if you do some mental math there, you can tell that I'm in the middle of the plane because it's a 30-aisle plane.
Yes.
And with me being D, I'm either a window or an aisle. Right? You can, because there's 3 seats on each side of a plane.
Okay.
Right? And I'm...
right, yep.
Technically, you should be on an aisle regardless, because if you're in COD, you should be in an aisle.
Maybe they're weird and they do them out to in, so maybe you got A, B, C, and then D, E, F, windows to middle. So I could have been a window, but I definitely wasn't a middle. I think that's the most important. You can't Jenga my seat to have me be a middle seat.
No.
So I get on the plane.
I feel like you're Jenga-ing this conversation.
Well, I can cut part of it out. That's the beauty of the editing. So...
I thought you were doing swell. Continue.
Yeah, thank you. I like how we're bringing back the old cool words.
I only said swell because you said dandy.
I like how we're bringing back the old cool words.
Yeah.
I want that on a shirt.
So I get on the plane, and I'm one of the last ones on because, like I said, I take my time. I'm in no rush, and I walk to the middle of the plane where my aisle is, and there is a lady at the window seat. There is a lady in the middle seat. There is an empty seat, and there are 3 girls that look to be in their early to mid-20s on the other side. And I'm like, yay, perfect. Here's my seat. So I go to sit down, and the girl in the middle seat where I was about to sit says, "Oh, do you mind if we switch?" Now, I don't use the word hero lightly, but I said...
You shouldn't use it at all.
I said, okay. I was like...
Wait until he gives up his seat for a pregnant woman.
Yeah. This is just some random lady. It was just like, do you mind switching the switching seats? And I said, no, it's okay. Like, I can handle a middle seat. It's only like a 2.5-hour flight. I got this. So I'm stood there waiting for her to get up so I can get in the middle seat, and she doesn't move. So
What?
Yeah, she doesn't move. She just sits there and looks at me, and I look at her, and then she says again, "So it doesn't bother you?" And I'm like, "No. If you really, really want the aisle seat, and I'll take the middle seat, that's fine." And then she goes, No, are you okay that I'm in your middle seat? And I look at my ticket, and I look at the the numbers up above, and I have D on mine, and I'm looking at A, B, C. So then I turn around, and I see 15 D, E, F, and it's where those 3 20-somethings are sitting.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So I do a little quick calculation in my head to figure out what's gone on. And what's happened is, the girl who's meant to have the middle seat on the ABC side has just switched without asking anyone and thrown the whole thing out of whack. So now she would just taken my aisle seat and was going to leave me with the middle.
No, that's frustrating.
That's not on. And
I don't. How can you? What the fuck? You can't just like. Why would you do that? Why just wait until everyone sat down and then be like, "Hey, dude, can we just switch seats because we want to sit together?" Don't fuck it up already.
You don't just get to choose. You're
exactly.
Who made her the arbiter of let's just switch seats here? I didn't, and it was my seat that she took.
Yeah.
Luckily, it all worked
Did you
out.
pay?
Well, I mean, no, but I was.
Did you pay for an aisle seat?
No, I just got given it. But that's besides.
Then who cares? Then who gives a shit?
I care.
But I care.
I was given an aisle, and if it was up to them, I would have had a middle, with zero asking about whether that bothered me or not.
What if Adam did ask for an aisle seat, and then all of a sudden his aisle seat was gone because some stupid bitch couldn't figure out where she needed to sit?
Which is, she knew exactly where she needed to sit. She just chose not to.
Rogers is below 5'3", so he can take it. For us normie people, we need that aisle seat for our leg room.
I started this conversation by calling myself a hero because I was willing to give up my aisle seat for a middle seat. Like, I was going to be a good person, but they didn't even ask. Luckily, we had some freak situation where some crazy lady wanted to swap an aisle for a middle, and it all worked out. But it shouldn't have had to. Like, we shouldn't have had to rely on some like lottery-style circumstances for this to work out. And I'm talking to this lady who sat in the middle seat, and there's confusion going on. They didn't even lean across the aisle to go, "Oh, let us clear it up." We were being bitchy.
Because they were on Instagram.
Well, it's not that. They knew.
They knew what they did. They knew
totally
what they
knew.
did, and they chose to say nothing.
Because they didn't
They
want to...
don't care, my guy.
And damn it, you know what? They got away with it too.
They got away with it, because I didn't call them out on it. And I don't think the other two
Well, you should have called them out on it.
Yeah,
I
maybe you should have called them out.
Yeah, I should have, but then I didn't want to get in an argument on the plane with me going like, "You ladies, you should have known what you were doing," because I couldn't say anything anyway.
That is true, yeah.
That's
Well,
so
you don't
true.
make a scene. You should have just like leaned over and go, "I know what you fuckers did."
Yeah, but
go back to your
as
business.
Peter, as you've told us so many times, they didn't care. They didn't.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
would Adam, it would have been so creepy if you just like leaned over next to them and you like in your fucking husky voice being like, "I know what you did."
Or you should have done what everyone else does, filmed a video and posted on TikTok.
Smart.
These bitches.
I was so annoyed. Imagine if I'd said, "No, I don't want to switch seats. I want that one. That's my seat. Gimme."
Yeah.
I had every right to do that.
Give me.
So the lady that switched with you,
Yeah.
the aisle seat, did
Yeah.
she know the 3 20-year-olds?
Sorry, she knew the lady in the window.
I
So
understand.
so it would have gone like lady in the window, 20-year-old bimbo,
That's fair. That's
lady
fair.
who wanted the middle,
Yeah.
me, and then the 2 other 20-year-old bimbos. But imagine claiming an aisle seat when you have a middle. You can maybe get away with that if you have a window, but how dare you try that?
Yeah.
When you have a
Like
middle.
middle is categorically
Yeah.
a worse
That's
seat
it. Middle is
than all
you've
the
rolled
others.
a really bad dice, and you've got the
Oh.
middle seat.
Nah, fuck that. I have been catching flights for the last 6 months of my life. Every single time I have the chance to choose an aisle seat, even if I have to spend like $3, I'm spending $3 to make sure that I have an
you
aisle
get to
seat.
go pee whenever you want.
Exactly right. Aisle
the
supremacy.
legroom.
Aisle is categorically the best.
For
Aisle-
some of us, it's the only
Yeah.
option.
Middle is middle. You can argue middle might not be the worst because you only have to pass one person to leave. But
To be fair, middle gets both arms.
yeah. But the fact that you don't have the window to lean on or an aisle, most people would say middle's the worst.
Well, Cody from the
Agreed.
Officials Inc. podcast loves the fucking middle
What?
for some reason. He loves
Wait,
the
what-
middle
what do you mean
seat.
he loves the middle?
I've come to the conclusion that Cody's just a weird dude.
How have you just realised that now? He is the fucking weirdest
Well, I've never
dude.
met the dude.
There's someone out there for everyone, because this lady also apparently loved the middle seat. Because she
Well, I think it was more.
They'd be
her-
worst enemies because they'd
I
be
think
fine
it was
over
more
the
her
feet.
friend was next. Like on the
No, it was.
Yeah.
I think I was sitting next to a lady who didn't like flying because she laid on the lap of the window seat lady, and it didn't look comfortable.
That could have been you, man.
That could have been me.
I just think you should have gone over and just sat on your seat, regardless.
Just sat on the girl. Just
Yeah.
like, this is my seat. I think you'll find.
And then if she talks, just ignore her because she's a chair.
They'd obviously started off on a bad foot, and then they started talking about like their friends from high school, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you know, like Jessica and Richard and tee hee hee, and all what they won't know won't hurt them." And as soon as I heard what
The
they
bimbos.
won't know, as soon as I heard what they won't know won't hurt them, I'm like, "You're the worst people in the planet. Like you are.
Yeah.
You're evil. I hate you." Oh, and they were drinking wine. Oh, this was a 7 a.m. flight, and they got
Who drinks wine at 7 a.m. on a morning flight?
ladies who steal aisle seats when they have windows. That's who drinks
Yeah.
wine at 7 a.m. on a Friday flight. Do you guys want to see my feet?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, what?
So I
said no.
For free?
yeah, for free. Trust me. For free. So I super sunburned my feet
Nice.
Oh.
while I was in Queensland. Like
How?
wreck. What do you mean how? By being in the sun. Like that's
Yeah.
Like, no, I went-
They'll do
You
that.
don't like the sun.
yeah.
You
so
also
I went-
don't like not wearing shoes.
No, so I went. So what happened was, we were seeing some friends in Queensland, and these friends have a kid, and they were doing a family day at the beach. So I went, and
Are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't go in the.
I've been trying to get you to go to the beach for years, and you magically just go to the beach.
He burns his toesies.
Yeah, but my feetsies. So
So basically, what you're telling me is I need a kid for you to go to the beach with me. Is that what you're telling me, Rogers?
yeah, pretty much.
That's fair.
So
That's
How
fair.
dare you?
So I went to the
Audacity.
beach, and I sunscreened up, and because I'm child free, we got there a little bit early, and we had a cruisy morning. We had some breakfast and a cup of coffee.
And a whiskey
and
in the
then-
shower.
Yeah, whiskey in the shower, and then the kid turned up, and it was just like all hands on deck. Here we go, like nuclear. It's
Stations.
showtime.
Stations.
that's it. It's go Power Rangers. We're on. So
Nice.
I ran onto the sand, and I had to take my shoes off. But because I'd sunscreened up with shoes on, I didn't reapply the sunscreen to my feet until the second time I added sunscreen, which was
Okay.
3 hours later. And that
Oh
was
boy.
yeah, and it was bad. So I burnt them, and I'm like, oh well, you know, this isn't unusual to me. I've been through this before. So said goodbye to the kid at 12 o'clock. We went off to go have more grown-up fun.
That sounds terrible.
We went out for some drinks and some dinner,
Yeah,
and
that's better.
because we were staying interstate, we just decided to walk, and the place we wanted dinner was 5 k's away. So I put my shoes on, my freshly sunburned feet, and went for a walk.
Yes.
Oh no.
Didn't realize my mistake until I had arrived at the restaurant and sat down for half an hour to let my feet rest, and then I stood up, and things had gone wrong. Things.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
It was I was sat, and we were sat on bar stools, and because I've got baby legs, like my feet were dangling.
Yep.
So there was no pressure on my feet, and then the second they touched the floor, it was like I dumped them in molten lava. Like it was
Nice.
so
Ooh.
unbelievably painful. But what am I supposed to do? Like I'm already there. Like I can't undo what's been done. So we decide, instead of walking back, let's hop on those little electric scooters to make things a bit easier. So we scooter for 4 of the 5 kilometers until disaster strikes. And we realize that our hotel is 1 kilometer outside the CBD. And these scooters, they power down at the border of the CBD. So,
Well, what you do is, as you're about to exit the radius, you floor it and go as fast as you
and you
can
just hope you can
and try
cruise.
and ride that kilometer.
That would be wonderful. We were 1 kilometer uphill.
Oh my fucking
Well,
god.
At that point, the only person to blame is yourself.
Yeah.
So we get back to the hotel room, and I haven't said a word at this point. I'm just powered through it. I'm like, there's no point complaining. I've done this to
Yeah.
myself. I realize I've made a mistake. I just need to get home and get to bed and take off my shoes and let my toesies out. So I lay down on the bed and I take off my shoes, and the severity of what I'd done becomes apparent.
Hits you.
And
Yeah.
I guess I'll send a picture.
Oh! Fuck!
Oh,
So for anyone just
dude.
listening, it looks like I've taken sandpaper that I'm allergic
Dude, it looks
to.
like bacon.
Yeah, like I've rubbed myself raw. And it's only the top half of my foot, sort of where my
Yeah, you
sock-
got like a
so,
weird
like,
sunburned
Middle
sock.
foot up to your
Yeah.
ankle.
And what you
Yeah,
might-
that's... Oh.
And what
I
happens
love how your
is-
toes, like some toes are normal.
Wait, why are all your toes the same length? Like, why is
What do you mean?
your big toe up to like
No,
your
it's not. My little
second?
toe is so much shorter than my big toe.
No, yeah, just ignore that because that's a whole different shape to what a toe's supposed to be. Like your
But what you're
your
not-
4 big toes are the same length,
Well,
and then
you're
your
not-
little toe
I
is
can
like
explain this.
fucked.
But you're not quite
Holy
realizing.
shit.
Well, you're not quite realizing.
I just realized why Roger's body is weird. You know, he says like he's got longer arms. He's a fucking gorilla.
Yeah, he's built like a door.
Yeah, that's a hand. That's not a foot.
Well, no. What you're not quite realizing is if you look at the length of my foot, it looks
Yeah.
abnormally long, and that's because it had swollen in my shoe, and that was
Oh,
was the
no.
size of my shoe. That was the biggest my foot could get in my shoe. That's why my toes are all like squished at the top. They
Yeah.
had extended and pressed against the end of my shoe.
Did you have like an aloe vera, like sun?
Yeah, I had all that,
like-
but it was
Okay.
there was no coming back. It was like
Yeah,
The
that looks
deed-
like it just needs to sit in an ice bucket
the
for
deed
like...
had been done. And
Nah,
as
just
soon as
chuck
I took
them off.
as soon as I took it off, like the blood just rushed to the foot, and I saw it swelling with every like beat of my heart. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, man.
You should have filmed it.
Well, I was in far too much pain. Like I could not speak.
Yeah.
I was laying on the bed, biting down on my hat because it was just excruciating pain. And like I was shaking, I was cold, sweating. Like it was bad.
Damn. Sounds like you almost went into shock.
Oh yeah, no, I did. The second the blood could get to the foot, my body just shut down. And it was at this point that my cold went away. Because my body couldn't fight two things at once, and it chose its battle, and its battle was
And
my
it's like,
feet.
no, he's been sick for like a week and a half now. No,
Yeah.
he's no longer sick.
That's it. Like we cannot send any more attention to the lungs. This is now a feet issue. It was like that for a few days. 3 days later, they looked like this. They had swollen a
this is
little
a
bit bigger
slideshow?
than this, and then they had swollen bigger than that. This was them on their way down. You can see the rolls of skin, like the folds at my ankle.
Holy shit,
Like,
I have...
If you look
Do you
at
ever
it,
think to clean your
I'm
toenails?
I couldn't
Speechless.
touch my feet, Peter. Yeah, I needed to clean my toenails. I couldn't touch my feet. I felt like I was gonna die. Like every time water even like grazed them.
So you didn't put them in an ice bucket?
No, I just ran them under a cold shower like 3 times a day.
Oh my god.
But you can see the size of the foot compared to the size it's supposed to be, where it meets the ankle.
Yeah.
See the size of the foot compared to the size of the man.
Yeah,
It does not
it
match
does
up.
not meet. Now my toes are normal now because
Yeah,
they
they're
haven't
back to
been
normal.
mushed
Yeah.
against a shoe for an hour.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
man.
surprised there's no Adidas logo on your foot.
Yeah, I know.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
That's a
Worst-
sponsored video.
The worst part about all this was because I don't wear thongs. Like I had to get a pair, just because I could
Did you
not
get a-
wear anything.
Did you get a
Yeah,
cool
you couldn't
pair?
wear 'em.
Did you get a
So
cool
the-
pair of thongs?
No, it's got a black pair, but the bottom of my feet started to get shredded as well because they're not used to wearing flip flops.
For
So I had
fuck's
Mm.
sake,
biggest
man.
blisters all underneath my feet. It was
Stop going.
So you had a good time,
outside.
then?
Oh, I had a great time. Yeah. This was the day before we went to the zoo. Like I went,
No.
I went to the zoo.
So,
I powered through
At any point, so you didn't at some point go, you know what? Might just chill.
At no
here.
point did I
You guys go
change
to
a
the zoo.
single plan. I powered through, and I made sure we did everything we said we were going to do. Because I'm a good boyfriend, and I didn't want to ruin anything.
I am proud of you for sticking to your guns, but why didn't you just get sandals? Why did you get?
Because I didn't want
dunk
anything touching the top of my feet.
Yeah, that
That's
looks.
Like it couldn't touch it. Like I'm not kidding you. I couldn't touch my own feet. I could.
So
only
what do you
look at
feel?
them from
What
a
do they look like
distance.
now? Is that what they look like now?
No, right now they look just like normal. They're a bit red and peeling. Like
Oh,
everything's
good
back,
stuff.
back to
Good
normal.
on you. Maybe the cold will come back soon.
Oh, no, it did. Yeah, no, it did. As soon as
Did
the
it really?
sneezing went away, the cough came back because it started tackling it again.
Oh man.
But
Put
we
it
were
on the
talking
fucking
about-
back burner.
Yeah, it did. I'm not kidding. This was priority, and then once I knew I wasn't gonna die, it just was like, all right, back to the cold.
Yeah.
Your cells hate you.
Yeah, your body
they do,
fucking
I think.
hates you, dude.
Oh yeah, my skin despises me. I do not treat it well. This isn't even in my top 5 sunburn. Like it's not even
No, it's
close.
What do you mean?
Oh, Rogers has gotten red. We went to the beach one day, and I kid you not, the next day we were meant to hang out, and Rogers just straight up sent a message to him saying, "Yeah, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I can't move."
Like, I was just like 3 Australia days in a row. I burnt my entire back, like as red as the top of my foot is
Yeah.
in this picture was my entire back.
The only time Rogers doesn't burn himself on Australia Day is when we don't do
Yeah,
Australia.
when I don't do Australia Day, I don't burn. But you know, I was 17. I'd been working out for the first time. I'm taking my shirt off.
Yeah, I'm just surprised you didn't go. Oh yeah, I should get some 100 whatever it is, the 100 UV
at
index
17, you're
sunscreen.
immortal. Nothing can hurt you.
I'll forget about this. This will be nothing. This this is not a story.
You hear that podcast? This is
Yeah.
not a story.
This is not a story.
You can
Yeah.
skip this one.
This is getting all cut.
Yeah.
Not worth.
Holy fuck,
not worth
that's
it.
so funny. I have something I want to kind of rant about, which I feel like you
Cool.
guys should back me up a little bit.
Yeah,
Weather
yeah,
apps need to just stop fucking lying to me and tell the truth. Weather apps.
Oh, weather apps.
Because
What do you mean?
I'll tell you what, the weather apps will stop lying when you stop lying to Kevin.
It's revenge.
Yeah, that's the current conspiracy. Kevin runs the weather
Yeah,
stations.
Kevin
Yeah.
knows you're lying, so he's trying to
Yeah.
make you feel guilty.
You're a serial liar.
I'm not a serial liar.
No, he's
Extreme.
He's a toast liar.
I don't get
Leave.
that.
It's a different breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, Ad.
Uh,
Because today it said it wasn't going to rain, but then I distinctly remember at 6 o'clock I got showered on by rain.
It said it definitely wasn't going to rain.
Yeah, it was like
was
not
it
raining
a
today.
0% chance?
0% chance. And then and then right now it's severe weather. Thunderstorm advisory. Do not go surfing. Thanks, Apple.
Well, it's just a guess.
But here's my
Well,
thing.
it's not a guess.
It's not
Yeah,
just
it's
a
a
guess.
highly
It's not-
educated
that's
guess.
my problem. It's not just a guess because there's the wind map, there's air quality, there's fucking the pressure when sunrise, what it feels like, the visibility, how clear of a view you have. I do not care. If you have all this information, don't just give me all the fancy shit.
Yeah,
Just
you can't read a
fucking-
barometer.
Well, clearly they fucking can't either.
They make an educated guess of what it's going to be.
I don't need to know
They
the
can't
UV
get it
index.
exactly right.
I don't need to know the wind.
I
or
do.
When
I
know
need
you
to know
do.
the UV index.
I don't need to know how illuminated the fucking moon is, Apple. I need to know if the weather's real. I need you to tell me if you're gonna be lying about the weather.
Weather real.
Isn't there an option in the settings somewhere to change what information is displayed?
What, as in fake news or real news?
No, in like the weather app.
Yeah. There's the weather and the LOL section.
Yeah, it might rain. Hee hee. JK.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you just Google weather Tokyo or whatever the fuck you are,
Well,
and it'll just tell you.
then what's the
You
point
don't
of-
have to worry about the whole app?
Yeah, but how can I trust them if I can't trust my phone?
It's you're dead to me.
I like how Alex started this with like, I'm gonna go on a rant and you're all gonna back me up here. And we just
Immediately
nothing but
no.
telling-
Immediately no.
Yeah.
You're just like, fuck you, Alex, you dumb piece of shit. Next
Yeah,
time I
what are
Google
you
it.
talking about? Do you know
You-
when it says like a 10% chance of rain?
It means that
You know
10%
that-
of the area will be rained on. I
Oh,
understand.
we'll just steal my thunder.
Yeah.
That's okay. I won't worry about it.
Well, I don't think you do have any thunder because apparently it's supposed to be sunny outside.
Well, that means it is gonna thunder. As we have learned, it's the opposite. It's just always opposite day at the weather factory.
Do you still get floppy socks?
Excuse me?
What?
Floppy socks?
Huh?
What?
Well, whenever
Is
Rogers
this a
would wear
sponsor?
socks, the socks would like creep down his.
Oh! Yeah,
Bit.
no,
Like-
I don't do that. So the reason I had floppy socks is because I would fiddle with the elastic and I'd pull all the elastic
Yeah, and
out.
you'd wear the elastic out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would get bored at school and I'd pull the elastic out of my socks.
I did the
I
same
don't-
thing with my shirt. I did it with the collars of my shirt. I would like pull the elastic out of the collar of my shirt and it just looked all loose and flimsy. So then it looked like I was a homeless boy because all my shirts were like looked like they're about to fall off. So there's some pictures where I'm like out with friends and my shirt just like has the most like frilled collar, and I just look like I'm a dirty little boy.
Yeah. No, I hate floppy socks. I don't know why I used to do that. It's the
It was
worst feeling in the world having your sock.
I just remember always looking down, and it'd be your pants or your socks that would go.
What?
Oh, the bottom of my pants would always shred because they were too
Yeah.
long.
There was. I've got a sneaky question for you, Rogers.
Yeah.
Ooh, sneaky.
And I guess this applies for everyone as well, but
Oh.
focus more on Rogers because I've known him the longest.
Uh-huh.
So we've known each other for quite a while.
Let's see.
I've known you for as long as I can remember.
Probably, I think we've known each other for nearly...
Yeah, but only because I was in your life when you were born, Alex.
Well, no, he wasn't... No.
I'm telling you, you've been watching me since I was born, you Truman Show motherfucker.
Peter, I think we've known
Dad?
each other longer than we haven't known each other.
Oh, have we crossed that threshold now?
I have. You're a little bit older than me, so you're almost there.
Yeah.
Well, when did...
We met in
When-
met in year 9, and I was 14 then. And I'm 29 now.
Well, we
Yeah.
hung out a little bit in middle school as well.
Yeah, year 9 is middle school.
Like year... Oh no, you went
No,
there.
I wasn't there. That's not me. Someone else.
Cheating on
Fake
Adam.
memories.
Adam, you remember that time we were in year 7, right?
This is like the Rick and Morty episode where he's trying to
Yeah.
plant fake memories.
When...
My first memory of you, Peter, is the day
Uh-oh.
Michael Jackson died. That's my first
What?
memory of you. Because
What?
Because have you noticed you've never seen Michael Jackson and Peter in the same room before?
Same place.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Because I
Truman Show.
got to school. Because it was one of the rare days I got driven to school. It was like I had won the lottery. Mad.
For you.
And-
Fuck off.
And what do you mean? I used to have to catch a super early bus or get driven on a motorcycle.
I did
but
the
Mum-
same.
But no, well, okay, well, good for you. Mum drove me to school, and it was the day Michael Jackson died, and I heard it on the radio, and I was like, "Oh, no way!" But I was like, "I would never have heard this if I'd been on the bus, and no one else is gonna have heard this because they're on the bus." So I have some gossip. So I got to school, and I'm like, "Guys, did you hear Michael Jackson died?" And Peter was like, "Yeah, we all know." And I'm like, "Okay."
Did I really say
Yeah,
that?
you did. Yeah.
You piece of shit.
I was like, all right, well, never
I
mind.
don't
I
remember
was
that.
so excited. And you just... actually, I think I said, guys, did you hear? And you went, what, that Michael Jackson died? Yeah, we know. So I didn't even get to say it. You said it first.
What a dick move!
It was.
That's awesome.
All the wind went out of my sails, and I'm like, oh, I guess other people did now. It's fine.
I don't remember that at all.
Fuck, that's
Well,
so
I guess. Well, I guess that shows your importance when it comes to me. That you don't remember.
That was a weird
Because I
way to
don't.
say
If
that.
I asked you, what's your first memory of me? You don't know.
It was him. It was you telling him that Michael Jackson
It
died.
was.
No.
It was. No, it was basketball.
Yeah, but that was way later. Like we'd already talked about the death of Michael. And
Dude, how are you friends? Because to Peter, you're just a piece of shit, Adam. You're like, this motherfucker can't play basketball, and he's late to gossip.
yeah.
Trash.
Well, I don't remember the gossip thing. I only remember.
So
did you-
That's,
I don't have good memory at the best.
So
of
did
times.
you just find
In
out
my
that Michael
defense.
Jackson died?
yeah.
That's the
It's
spoilers.
blowing your
Sorry.
mind right now. Spoilers. That was a spin-off from a question you were going to ask. I don't remember what it was.
Oh yeah, my question was, knowing me, the amount of time you have, do you reckon you have gotten stupider because of it?
I definitely don't feel stupid because of it. Like I'm gonna phrase it
I don't think you can. I mean, he knew. I mean, it would be different if you both finished school and you met. But considering he's gone through education and has known you at the same time, it's different. But like,
Well,
say you graduated
I say
and
this-
you met, yeah.
I say this because I had the thought at work. Rogers is one of the more intelligent people that I'm friends with.
Really?
But I've also gotten Rogers to taste chocolate soap at the same time. Because that's something that I would do, or do you think it's more we just have the same
Listen,
sense of humor?
Yeah.
Adam is academically smart, but street smarts, he's got none of it.
Oh, I agree with you on that one.
I have a curious mind, and so
He learns by doing.
yeah, I do.
He learns by taste.
I learn by doing. I embrace the lower things in life sometimes, and if that's where you want to put yourself, Peter, then I'm not going to put you there. But it seems that you did, so
You said that in the most fucking intelligent way, and I think he's lost. I think he's looking at his hands, and he's like, "Who am I?"
I don't know what to do with my hand.
Dan, I have a question for you because I was thinking about this earlier.
Yeah.
DTM 450. So clearly, DTM is Dan the Man.
Yes.
Where's the 450?
That's how much pussies he's slain.
No, the
get it.
450 is random. Like, because
449 was taken.
Yeah.
no, because like just DTM was taken.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh fuck it, I'll smack the numpad, see what turns up, and literally 450.
nice.
Really?
Can we all remember our first like screen name, like on anything? Like the very first time you were allowed to choose your own like
Yeah.
name.
Xbox
Online.
360. I was the Rogger.
Is that really the very first one?
Or maybe the Ouster? Maybe? Because
Oh, I remember that Alster.
classic. I still use that account. I think
I think
Dan's
I
was
had-
DTM1, and then he kind of forgot his password, so he did DTM2.
No. For Xbox, what was it? Because like when we first made like Xbox accounts, it gives you like that random like username that like auto generates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I changed mine to like I think it was Rouge Moth or something.
Okay.
Nice.
I remember that one.
Mm.
Rouge Moth. That's sick. Peter, what
Do you
was
remember
I
yours?
yours?
think
Peter?
I had mine. I think my first gamer tag when I finally got Xbox Live because I was late to the party was Moody43.
My first one was RuneScape, and this was in the UK, so I was probably like 9 years old, and I was Dishstructor because I didn't know how to spell.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
and then shortly after that, it was Super Mr. Mega Cheesy Bean.
The fuck, dude. You're so lame.
I've got a Pokemon question for you guys.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
What is a bad Pokemon game?
The new ones.
A bad
In the
Pokemon game?
main series or like a spin-off?
Like in the main.
I think
Sun and
I
Moon.
thought
It's pretty fucking bad.
I thought Sword and Shield were the worst until Scarlet and Violet came out.
I think Scarlet
Okay.
and Violet is a bad game. I don't think it's the worst. I think it's just a bad game. I don't think it should be classified as like, if anyone says it's a good game, they're lying and they have bias. Because I think Sword and Shield was good, and I can admit that I have.
Yeah,
I have part of bias.
I had a good time with Sword and Shield.
I had a great time with Sword and Shield, but I think that's just because I had.
To be
Pokemon
fair,
bias.
though, the last Pokemon game I owned before that was Pearl for the DS.
Oh fuck!
I think.
Some people really don't like Diamond and Pearl, and I think it's fantastic.
It's because he's
Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum are incredible.
Yeah.
I think they're slow at first, but they're okay.
Well, this question is kind of... So, what is a good Pokemon game for you guys?
X and Y.
Yeah, X and Y is my favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So, as someone who doesn't play Pokemon, and the only games I've played, or Pokemon games I've played, is Fire Red and Diamond.
Mm.
When someone says, oh, it's a bad Pokemon game, that doesn't make sense to me, because it's just the same fucking game all the time.
Not the same game though. It's new mechanics. The new.
But it's not, though.
Changes in between each game. Like,
There's not, though.
Well,
It's
So-
you catch Pokemon, you fight gyms, you get the badges,
Okay, but
you defeat
it's a
the
bad-
elite.
sure,
it's a
that's
bad
the
game
main
nowadays.
core mechanic.
Also,
That's the
yeah.
main core mechanics, right? But then you
Yeah.
have things like Pokemon, like fashion stuff you could do. There was like the Pokeblocks, like
Yeah.
berry farming,
Yeah.
So just
all that
dumb
sort of
shit.
stuff.
And the problem is, like, it can be good when it comes out in like 2002, but then when it comes out again in 2016 for the same price, you're like, oh.
Sometimes it
it's
doesn't
not-
hold up.
Yeah, it's like if a good game came out, it's like if like we're all waiting for Witcher 4, but if they just released The Witcher 3 again, you go, I own this. Why am I buying
Or
it?
a good example is like if you were to play GTA 1, and then
Yeah.
they just released
Yeah,
it.
imagine
like,
imagine they released the next GTA is just Vice City again. You'd go, well, this was good, I guess, when it came out, but this isn't what I want.
they're playing it safe, and they're not doing anything good with being safe. Safe is boring.
But it's so... It's Pokemon, though. Like, you're just buying better graphics and...
But you're not,
updated-
though.
You know how I know he doesn't know what he's talking about? Because he calls it Pokemon. It's Pokemon. You're emphasizing the E too much.
Yeah. Have you
Talking
caught
like
your
a parent.
Pokemans? Have you catch your
Yeah.
Pokemans
On your
yet?
Nintendos.
Have you
Yeah.
done your Pokemans?
Yeah.
Are you still using Picture Chat?
Pokemon.
So at the end of the day, Digimon is better.
I found out I have a new favorite animal while I was on holiday.
Well, what is it?
Yeah?
It's called a bongo.
That's an instrument.
What?
It is an instrument. That's very good, Alex. It is an instrument. Well, but
Ah.
it's also an animal. It's like
It's like an antelope.
it's like
yeah.
an antelope and a cow had a baby.
It's called a bongo.
Get a bongo.
What's it called?
A bongo. Yeah.
A bongo.
Well, just bongo.
Why is that your favorite
Wait.
animal? You can choose anything else.
Because I'll tell you why. No, not. It's just called. It's like it's a space bongo. Like the animal is called.
Yeah, it's not
It's
called
like
a
giraffe.
It's not called a bongo.
It's not. It's not a bongo. Just search bongo.
Oh, why is that your favorite animal?
That's my new favorite animal.
No, yeah, but
Yeah.
why?
Yeah. Why?
Well, when I got to the exhibit at the zoo, no one was there.
You had burnt feet as well.
burnt feet and all. I stumble my way to the bongo enclosure, and no one else is there, so it's just me and the bongos. And
It's just me.
and there was two in the
I didn't think that
exhibit.
sentence was gonna make me laugh.
There was two in the exhibit. There was a fully grown one and like an adolescent one. And the adolescent had a like stick, like in between its horns, with like two leaves at the end of it, and it was trying to eat the leaves. But it was like, you know, when you hold a carrot on a stick in front of a horse and it tries to chase it. It was doing that to itself.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was like walking around the enclosure trying to do it, and then at one point it almost got it off. The older one walked over and moved the stick more onto the head of the younger one, so it got stuck.
That's just
And then-
power play.
And then I started doing a video, and I wanted a video of the baby with the thing in its horn, and the grown up like somehow knew I was videoing, and like walked perfectly into center frame. It was like nature magic, and then took the fattest piss any animal has ever taken, like the center frame.
Nice.
Do you have the video?
Yeah, I still have the video. It's just like
You should post that as a short.
It's just dead silence. It just walks into frame and just.
Fat piss.
Hold on, did he put it up?
No.
No.
No, it was just
Fat.
all the like Moody was like practically incoherent. All I could hear from him was just like fat piece.
Yeah, so that signed seal delivered it. Bongos are my favorite. So I wanted every time I go to a zoo and I find the animal I like the most and I buy a little glass figurine. There was no bongo.
I'm not
No
surprising.
one cares about the bongos. But I found a bongo toy, like a little plastic toy, and I made sure to buy it.
For you.
Just for me. Like,
Do you have it?
Okay.
Do you have it like hanging on your like
I
card thing?
don't know where it is. I'll be
Oh
honest.
fucking yeah! You really
like-
care about that bongo.
Hey, I just wanted the zoo to know that someone supports
Someone
the
cares.
bongos.
Because they were gonna kick the bongos
Someone
out.
cares only to lose it.
Yeah, no one was at the bongo enclosure.
Those bongos.
Oh,
were gonna
except
get
some
eaten.
old dude wandered over, and like he must have been staying at the zoo overnight because he was like he came over. He saw me mesmerized by the pissing bongo. I was like, oh, I put my hand in the enclosure yesterday and they licked it, and I was just like, cool, bro.
So is the bongo is your favorite animal? So is that old man now your favorite human?
No, he's weird. He was just like, oh, he said, yeah, he licked my hand. It was magical, and I'm like, oh, all right.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, that's not the words I would have used.
It's definitely
I would've
you
used
from the
Good for
future.
you.
Gross.
Definitely.
I knew I would remember this day, so I went back in time. Let the bongo lick me.
The plan was to go that day that you went to the zoo, but he went a day early. So you,
he timed it.
you were like, oh yeah, I'll let them lick my
I
hand.
didn't
so I can-
calculate a leap year correctly, and I went one day too soon.
So I spent more time with the bongos, and I let it lick my hand.
Yeah. But he just did like a drive-by. Like, he didn't stop at the bongo. He was just walking. And it's not like along the trail. Like, you have to go out of your way to find the bongo.
Well, he had his moments. He already had his moments.
But I don't know
with
why
the
he was
bongo. He was
coming
letting
over
you have
there.
yours.
It's like he wanted the bongo to lick him again, but in private. Because he
Yeah.
just like...
Yeah.
He saw you there, and he was like,
there.
fuck!
He was just like, oh, but then he saw a fellow
was-
bongo and just knew he had to share what he'd been through.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe you wanted them to lick your hand.
No,
and
maybe he was trying to tell
I
Adam to
wouldn't have
go
said
home.
no. I wouldn't have said no to the bongo.
He was like, Adam, go home, go the fuck home, like leave. He wants you to lick, like let the bongo lick my hand again.
I wouldn't have said no to the bongo.
Would you have? Would you like the bongos that much that you would have licked the bongo?
No, because I saw them pee. It went everywhere.
What if it licked your hand while it was peeing? Would that be okay?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a story. Tell you what.
I'll tell you, this is a fucking story. Funniest shit ever. I let it go. It was magical.
Did you see? I just started talking about bongos. Look how much it's like encapsulated us all. There's something magical about those creatures. Despite the fact that I don't eat meat and they're also my favorite animal now, I do wonder what if they're.
I can touch it up. What does a bongo taste like?
I'm sure someone's eaten one.
Well, it isn't like a subspecies of antelope, so I'm assuming.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it is. Like, it's become my favorite animal very recently. Like, I've not.
Right. Okay.
I've not done the.
You haven't done the deep dive on all the data
thorough
yet.
research. It's an antelope. Oh, it's a fat antelope.
Well, did you not see them?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was an antelope. I thought it was more of a cow.
It looks like a fat deer. It looks nothing like a cow.
This is going to be a very specific thing, and I don't expect anyone to do it. But if you go to the Wikipedia page for the genus that the bongo is in, and you look at the female picture of the bongo, it's taking a really candid shot. Look at that. That's a cheeky bongo.
Is that the picture?
You just like caught it.
That's a cheeky bongo.
It's like the perfect like. Oh, you caught me.
It's got a personality.
It is. It's like, oh, you just caught me out of nowhere. But like, we
Let me take
know,
a selfie.
We know that this isn't a spontaneous.
This is staged.
shot.
Man,
Yeah, this is a stage. It's a stage.
Man, am I glad we found the thumbnail for this episode.
Is
It's just Rogers with heart emoji eyes.
anyone else? We can end it after this because
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to. Is anyone else getting?
Yeah.
Oh no, step bongo vibe.
No, that's just you.
No,
I think-
nice
I think you like.
No.
I think the bongo is too much of your favorite animal.
I think you like it too much.
Yeah.
It really.
There's a line and you just crossed it.
There's a magical.
Adam, edit that out.
Well, I guess we know the real reason Rogers went vegetarian.
No, wouldn't I? No, I won't say it.
No,
Wouldn't I eat more meat?
and with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
you for listening
That
to the
doesn't make
main
the cut, does
broadcast.
those bongos have some beef.
Those badongadongs.
The badongo.
And on that bongo show.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to the
That's
main
the bongo I
broadcast.
want to tap. I tell you what.
What are you doing?
Play those drums.
Drums. Those bongos looking at hella. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the main bongo. I have been your host, Alex Rogers, and I have been with my co-hosts, Adam, Peter, and Dan.
You ruined the bongo for me. This is my favorite animal. I don't look at me in the eye anymore.
You ruined it for you. You're the only one. And my favourite part about that picture is like it's like so pixelated. It almost looked like the bongo's smiling a little bit. But
It
there's
does
a
look like
cheek.
it's a little. The nose of the bongo looks like a little smiley face.
Fuck me. You can catch us on any of our social media. We are the Maincast TV on Instagram. We are the Maincast TV on TikTok. You can just add this at the end, Adam. I'm just gonna let you guys. do
Wherever I choose to cut it.
Yeah. We do not have any other social media except YouTube, and you can find us at the Maincast. Anyway, thank you again, everyone, for listening, and we will see you all next week. Adam, I expect you to do a proper version of the outro.